here, right? And as soon as I get this back, he's fucking committing to a hard over. Well, it's like, well, what am I doing there, right? Number one is defend. It's like when a choke is in, you can't worry about the escape. You have to go 2-on-1. If you're sitting here playing with your feet, you're getting choked. So it's like, I can't just go like, oh, let me just fucking, you have to fucking defend that, especially if he's quick on the fire back. You gotta be like, I'm starting here, then I can worry about entering, right? Or countering back and then entering. For me, I'm not a super good wrestler, so I would immediately block, fire back to get his hands back in position, open up his legs, then I'm gonna shoot. A guy like Kevin might say, fuck that. You, Stewie, Manny, y'all might say, fuck that, and just, as soon as you feel that, just block him, blast his ass. I'm too lazy. You know what I mean? All right, so we worked landing back in your stance as they come forward, fading out to the side, cracking and pulling. What I want to do is go from your opposite stance. Okay. Actually, Keith, you got me thinking. We might change that. How much time we got? We only got 10 minutes left. Tell you what. Let's do this. That's what I want to do because I was working with T, but I think everybody needs to do it. So if I'm starting to get backed up against the fence, one thing that I can do is, number one, if you have a guy that likes to do a blast double against the fence, or he likes taking out against the cage, these last like 3 guys he's fought and this next guy, right? Let's get this front leg out of the way. Now, you gotta hear me out on this too. Because movement is your best defense, right? It is by far, especially when you're getting here. We don't want to get back against the fence. So how do you avoid getting that position in the first place? Get the fuck out, side to side. Thing is here, his front leg is closer to me. So what I want to do is, as I'm pulling back, pull my stance back smartly. Don't be fucking stupid with it. Don't do this shit. Like, you've got to be throwing. The best way to do that is to throw something and then pull back. Or I'm going to try to throw a kick. Obviously, I've kicked for a long time. If you're not a kicker, don't throw a fucking kick. Okay? If you're not used to kicking, don't. Just throw a shot to get his hands. And then we're not committing super hard on it. I'm not giving him a takedown. I'm just throwing something to think about. I pull back from other stance. Now, as I start to kind of pull back, I want to create, look at all the space that's here now. Where you're like, oh, Trey, well, this leg is closer now. That's fine, okay? The blast double for him isn't going to be there on that lead side, right? So what I'm going to do now is the same thing. I've got this room to go. He is going to have to cut me off here. So I start to circle this way. Now I have my pendulum. Now you're home free. Okay? Keith, we worked this before, so come here. And we'll do this live, right? So if I'm backing up, Keith starts to come in on me, throw, pull my stance back. He goes, I'm circling, he goes to cut me off, pendulum out, free. Okay? Turn your back against the cage. Or now you just turn your back, you pivot out, and you're home. Okay? It's like Gavin Tucker's really good at this. He fought San Cecilia. If you watch the film on that, like San Cecilia's number one thing was like when you fucking blast this guy, put him against the cage, beat him up real bad, he couldn't even get his back on the cage once. Not in the whole fight. Literally just because of this one thing. If Keith's standing southpaw and he's backing me up, I'm gonna do the same thing, right? I'm gonna make sure that this is where I want to be. I want to be mirrored here, right? He starts to come in, and I'm out, and I'm good. What I want to do is not even get to this point. Okay? But if we're just even stance, really fucking hunt me down. Like, don't let me come at me. So I'm here, he's right in front of me. It's going to be a lot harder to just do that, especially if weight classes are the same. You guys are both strong and fast, right? Manny, come here, kind of like how you were working with feet earlier. Like, you can press this on me, right? Like, press this on me, don't let off. So, see how Manny's still closing the distance on he's right in front of me? I'm having issues there. He does the same thing, starts to come into me. Then I'm out. Look at the space. That's the space we want. Got it? That's what I want to do. You get a partner, get a lane. You start about out here. Manny's going to start backing me down. Right? Pull into the stance. Okay? Pull into a mirrored stance. And then pendulum out. And that's your exit. Got it? Work it. And then